Hey everybody, happy holidays. It's 2 days away from Christmas and Laura and I are so excited to be hosting our third out of 4 Hi Samantha Lunch and Learns. And this week we are chatting specifically on IPAs and connecting. So I'm going to chat with you a little bit right now on income producing activities. Laura's going to take it away with connecting, and then we'll just wrap it up. So these are short and sweet trainings, and for those of you that are on live, we love it. And for those of you that listen in recording time, we're just so proud of you for taking this time to learn the skill sets to be a professional network marketer. So first of all, I just want to bring to the attention that a lot of people don't know what IPA is. I didn't, as a personal trainer, as a nutritionist, people were like, well, do your IPAs. And I was like, what's that? Like, do I have to do lunges or squats? Like, I didn't even know what that meant. And then someone said, that's an income producing activity. And I thought, okay, I should do more of those. But I really didn't understand what that meant. And I was like, yes, I want to do things that are going to make me more money. But I think often when we build this business, we get so excited and we have limited amounts of time because we're moms or we are working other jobs or we're wives or we have social lives. And it's like there's so much going on that it's like, if I'm going to do this, even just 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, what are the things I should be doing that really are going to yield the results I want? And we get lost listening to podcasts, right? We get lost in social media, posting, responding, messaging people. Like, we get lost in these things that keep us busy, but don't necessarily keep us growing. And so the income producing activities are really things that are going to keep you paid. They're going to grow your business. And there are 2 forms. You can find these in the files of our Dreamers in Action Facebook group. 2 forms that I built my business on and I have really, really encouraged other people to use. One of them is the income producing activity log. Many of you know that as my 3x3 sheet, which I'll go into detail with you on. And the other one is Lindsay Winia's Power Hour. Rebecca Cafiero also has one. So if you go into our page and you search Power Hour or you search income producing activity log, you would find either one of these. You don't have to remake the document, just print it out and use it to track your business. So the Power Hour, which I'll touch on first, this basically is like a checklist, right? So, and you're like, what can I do in an hour? Like, who are the people you're reaching out to? Who are the people you're following up with? Who are the people you're getting into IsaBody? Who are the people you're promoting to events? Who are the people that you're inviting to a launch party? Who are the people that you're recognizing? Boom, 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 and then you're done with it. And I remember like my friend Lindsay Huffner once saying, like, if you touched your business an hour a day, that's 7 hours a week, right? And at the end of the month, what starts to happen, but it's consistent. It's just like going to the gym. And I tell people, even if you did an hour a day, 5 days a week, like we all have to have a rest day, a day off, what will start to happen? So the Power Hours, people that are super busy, right? Like, you've worked your full-time job, you've sat in traffic, you came home, you made kids food, you did homework, you did bath, right? And you've got, okay, I've got 30 minutes right now. I've got an hour before I've got to go to bed. That you say, I'm not watching Netflix, okay? I'm not going to sit down and watch the Hallmark channel or whatever it is. I'm going to build my business for an hour. And it's like boom, 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 and you're done, right? As far as you can get, and you walk away from it. The income producing activity log that I created is a little bit more detailed. And I referenced before, I call it my 3x3. And I got the initial part of this from Susan Sly, and then I kind of evolved it a little bit more. But it's basically connecting with 3 new people a day, following up with 3 people a day, pouring service or acts of love into 3 people a day. Then I have on there, to check off that you did some type of personal development, to do your gratitude, to do your intention, and just have some goals because it keeps you focused. So I talk to people all the time that are like, Lauren, I'm doing my Isogenic stuff. Like, I don't understand why my business is not growing. I'll say, how many new people have you reached out to? Often it's 0. And they're like, well, I posted on social media. I'm like, okay, that's great. We can't just post and pray. Or they'll say, I've listened to the podcast you posted. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. You're working on yourself. That's not building those relationships, which Laura's going to talk about here in a little bit. It also keeps you organized and tracking what you're doing. So we don't want to reach out to the same 10 people 100 times, right? Like, we'd rather have 100 people that we reach out to 10 times. You can kind of keep track of this. So I just posted in our Facebook group, you guys can look at this. And I said, are you waiting for people to come to you? Or are you intentionally reaching out? So there's a Facebook group I'm in here in Denver called the Denver Boss Babe Collective. I'm literally just in the members where it lists all the members messaging people and saying, hey, we're both in the Denver Boss Babe Collective page. I love connecting with entrepreneurs. What part of Denver do you live in? Tell me more about what you do. It's just bringing up the conversation. So these are my new connections, right? Laura's going to talk about this a little bit into connecting, but I go to networking groups, right? You build these relationships so you have one-to-one meetings and get to know them. And so those are my new people. So I just came home from coffee with a brand new girl that I met. She told me all about her spiritual business, financial business, right? All about her family, all about where she's headed to Bali next month. I told her about my wedding plans, like we're building a relationship, but I told her about Isagenix. So right now, this is not a good time for her. She's like, I'm leaving for Bali. I'm going to be out of the country, but I am interested in your products. I'm very into holistic nutrition. She will be someone I follow up with, right? So I'm going to build the relationship. I'm going to comment on her posts when she's in Bali. I'm going to check in on her, cheer her on when she comes back and say, hey, I know you asked me to follow up with you, right? So that will be one of my follow-ups. Again, when you're thinking about reaching out with new people, the very first time that you're building that relationship, that you're presenting Isagenix, that is your new connection. But most of us quit before the fourth follow-up. We start to tell ourselves stories that we are pushing them, that we are selling people, that they're not interested. And statistically, more than 85% of the people that say yes to Isagenix are after the fourth follow-up. So this IPA sheet is going to guide you not only with your new reach outs, but also your follow-ups. There are some people that say, oh, I'm really good at following up with people, but they're bad at adding new people to the pipeline. Or some people are really good at adding new people, but they're not good at following up and really building that relationship. So this sheet helps you track it and stay focused on it. Now, the acts of service, that's because we're big proponents of being the light to the world, right? We're just bringing lightness where there's darkness, and we're showing up in a bold, powerful, vibrant way that people want to be around us. They want to be around this positive, uplifting community. So that can be, I'm texting Laura and I'm like, you are amazing. Thank you for everything you do on the team. I couldn't do this without you, right? That could be me sending a handwritten card. Samantha, I love your energy on the team. I'm so proud of you. It's been so fun to watch you, release over 60 pounds. Happy holidays to you and your family. That could be me buying the person's coffee behind me at Starbucks, saying, what did they order? I want it on my tab. It can be small or large, but it's saying, hey, I am so grateful for everything happening in my life and I want to pay it forward, right? I want to help other people. Now, the other things that are on there, gratitude is one of them. Gratitude is the highest level of energy that we can vibrate out. So I use this phrase all the time, that you're either a shield or a magnet. If you're going places, are you so down in the dumps? Are you so frustrated? Are you so stressed out that people are partying to get out of your way? Or are you so excited, so grateful for everything? Grateful for your Charmin bracelet, grateful for your car, grateful for your friends, grateful for Facebook, grateful for your shake, that people are so excited to be around you. They inevitably ask what you're up to, right? So writing your gratitude on there, writing your goals, like what you focus on, you find, what you focus on, you become. It's a place to write out. I'm enrolling 2 people this week with ease. I'm hitting manager by December 31st, 2019. I am hitting the 5-cycle bonus by January 10th, 2020. I've been writing it out, seeing it, making these decisions, but it tracks it all on one sheet. So when people ask me, what do I do to build this business? It's not just one thing. That's like people saying, hey, Lauren, how do I get in shape in 2020? I'm not going to say get on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes every day. I'm not going to say go for a walk every day for 30 minutes. I'm not going to say do as many sit-ups every single day as you possibly can until you can't do any more sit-ups. I'm going to say, hey, it's a combination of strength training, flexibility in my body training, right? Cardio training, weight training, and this combination of upper body, lower body, core, cardio, yoga, whatever is going to get you in shape. So if you reach out to me and say, Lauren, I really want to build this Isagenix business, yeah, pick up a book. Secrets of a Millionaire or Secrets of a Millionaire Mindset is a great one. That's not going to cut it. Post on social media. That's not going to cut it, right? Reaching out to people, you have to follow up with them. And so I think that IPA sheet is just a checklist. And even if you don't do it all, right? I'm giving you permission right now to do half of it, to do 75% of it, but to stay focused on it. It is inevitable that you will not grow in this business if you are consistent, like we talked about last week, with these things. So even if you just did one connection a day, one follow-up a day, one act of service a day, wrote out one thing you're grateful for, there will be a shift. So I encourage you guys all to print that out. And as you're setting your intentions and goals and focus for the new year and the new decade, make sure you have a lot of them on hand, that you know what to do, that you never get to a place you're so overwhelmed that you shut down. You have a roadmap to really guide you to success. So I'm going to mute and turn it over to Laura, who's going to chat with us a lot about connecting.
Hey, Lauren, that was awesome. Those IPA sheets are amazing. So I actually take them over to the UPS store and have them print out like 100 at a time for me, and I have a binder I keep them in. So whatever system works for you guys, but that's what I do, and it helps me tremendously. And then as far as connecting goes, really assess your level in this business. So, are you part-time? Are you full-time? Do you want to be full-time, etc.? A lot of times people say, I don't know who to talk to, or I don't have anyone to talk to, or who should I talk to? Everyone. Anyone who eats could hear about Isogenics, right? Because we're just giving them better quality nutrition. So if you work a full-time job, who do you sit in the lunchroom with? Be really bold in the lunchroom with your Isogenics. Make a shake in the lunchroom. Bring a bar. Make some bone broth. Sit down in the lunchroom with your coworkers with your Isogenics in front of you. That's a perfect opportunity to connect with anyone and everyone in the lunchroom. That bone broth smells so good. I guarantee people will have to ask you, what did you just make, right? So that's one way, just natural connections by having your products, carrying them around, wherever you go. Another one, like the holiday season right now, you're standing on long lines shopping, have an e-shot while you're standing online. People will say, ooh, what's that? Right? Have a couple extras, give them out with your connect with them, give them an e-shot and say, hey, if you love this, let me know. I'd love to be able to show you how to get them. Get their contact information while you're waiting online. There's literally people everywhere, grocery store, Christmas shopping, at work. If you go to the gym, that's face-to-face connecting. If you're looking to do this more full-time, or you have more full-time hours, I would strongly encourage joining a group. It could be a business networking group. It could be, a group that walks their dogs, or a walking group that meets in the mornings. Like, just make it a point to get connected with a group of people that maybe share a similar interest. I personally am in a networking group. We meet once a week. There's 25 people in the room. I get to share what I love and get to support others who are growing their businesses as well. But we all have a common mission in our group, and that's to help each other grow our businesses. So networking is just an amazing way to do that. But the one thing I just really love to remind everyone is, no matter if you're doing this full-time or part-time, there's people everywhere. Put your phone down and look around, right? When you're standing on those long lines, or you're online at the grocery store, get off your phone and connect with the people around you. Like, a lot of times I'll be standing in line and I'll see something in someone's grocery cart, and I'll just say something to them. Like, I don't mean to pry, but I see you have kale in your cart. Do you have a great recipe for kale? And we'll have a conversation about the kale in their cart and lead it into something nutritious, and see if there's a way that we can swap information. Like, they might tell me, this one lady was like, oh, I have all these great recipes, blah, blah. I said, I'd love to connect with you and get some of those recipes. So there's people everywhere. Just go into this with the heart of, I want to connect with you. Everywhere you go. I went to the mall specifically to, this was before, the holiday season was in full swing, but I specifically went to the mall because I wanted to connect with people who are working in retail, heading into their busiest time of year, like Black Friday and the Christmas season, who might be fried, exhausted, burnout, looking for additional income. And I walked into Nordstrom, and I was in the cosmetic department to buy lipstick. And I connected with this woman. She was amazing, the best customer service. And I said to her, are you ever open to additional streams of income? And she said, I absolutely am. And I said, you're exactly who I would love to partner with. Can I reach out to you? And she said, here's my card, and gave me your number. So there's people everywhere. You just have to be intentional that you want to connect with them, right? Put the phone down, look around, and just make some connections with people. They're everywhere.
Oh, I muted myself. I wasn't sure if you were done or you were going to keep going.
I
love it. I love it.
But
I love it. You know, and before we wrap up, because we were really trying to keep our lunch and learns just brief and to the point. I love what Laura's saying about the networking groups. And you guys, there are some networking groups that meet weekly, and you have to have a lot of time in your schedule to do that. But there's some networking groups that meet monthly, but that consistency builds those relationships, because it's not just seeing someone once at a gas station or seeing someone once, you know, while you're getting a pedicure. They see that you're consistent about your business, because you're going in month after month after month, and you also support other people. And so I think that a lot of us do business with people that do business with us, and vice versa, right? So if you meet someone in there who does business cards and they help you with your business cards, then inevitably, you know, they might be interested in one of your programs. So I think that that's huge. But just like Laura said, there are people everywhere. And one of my favorite places to connect with people is with anyone that is exchanging time for money. It's a hard industry, and if they don't show up, they don't make money. And being able to show passive income, being able to show residual income. And so I take Lyft and Uber intentionally so that I can meet new people, right? And I don't get in an Uber like, ooh, I'm gonna get this person, right? But I get into an Uber thinking, why are they doing this? Of course, for extra money. What's the pros? They have a flexible schedule. What's the con? They don't make a ton of money. They have to work their tail off. They're putting all these miles on their car, right? They're time away from their family. And we have another way, like we have a different opportunity to show them flexible income, but that's also residual, and we'll pay them over and over and over. So you get in the car, ask the right questions, connect, and then follow up. I love talking to waitresses and bartenders and complimenting them on their customer service. You know, Eric Worre has this script, which is so good, which is basically saying you're in a hurry because it gives you the permission to be in a rush. You're not trying to roll them on the spot. You compliment them, and then you state your purpose to get the connection. So I was just out to lunch with someone over the weekend, and the person was amazing. And I said, hey, I know you're super busy, and so are we. We're about to get out of here, but you're amazing. You had incredible customer service. You took great care of our table. You're actually the perfect type of person that I'm looking for my own business. I would love to get together for you with coffee or something after the holidays. What's the best way to reach you? You know, if you just get, like Laura said, your head out of the phone, everywhere you go, there's people. So maybe you've contacted everyone in your phone A to Z, right? Maybe you have gone through your entire Facebook list. If you really have, that's amazing. I yet have to do that, and I feel like I'm pretty intentional. Maybe you've gone through all of your Instagram, but if you go new places, go to new gyms, go to new grocery stores, get out of the drive-through and self-checkout and talk to people and just meet people and build relationships and build friends, you'll inevitably always have a bunch of people to talk to. So Merry Christmas. Samantha, thank you once again for dialing in live. And for everyone listening into recording time, just say, like, how can I meet new people? And go to places that you like. Go to places that are natural to you, right? I love to go to yoga studios, and I love to go to, you know, Pure Barre and all these places because that's my jam. I can't go to a mom's group. They're going to look for my kids. I don't have any. Like, that doesn't feel good, right? Laura can go to the dog park. Laura can bring her animals to some pet event and meet all kinds of like-minded people. I can't do that because the minute all these dogs jump on me, they're going to realize I'm a phony because I don't really want those dogs around me, right? Like, you have to be authentic, but go to the places that you're already interested in because your vibe attracts your tribe and it will feel more natural. So Merry Christmas. Thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.